sides if he misses. Didn't even give missing
49.
a thought. Didn't even give missing
49.
a thought.
Wriggled in these pockets on the first day. They tend to play a little bit more generous. Wriggled in these pockets on the first day. They tend to play a little bit more generous. Pink didn't touch the sides though, so it's going to be 3-0. And as I say, the danger is he just goes off
55.
into the distance. Pang needs a frame, doesn't he? He needs to settle.
56.
It's been a battling break, this. He's really had to work hard for them.
It's been a great break, this.
Foul.
It's been a winning break. They've gone in off, but that's not going to make any difference, I don't think.
61.
Pang, he is coming back to the table, but he's 63 behind with only 43 on.
Yeah, I don't blame him, actually. He needs some shots to settle. Because it looked like he'd settled in the first frame, but since then, he's looked very nervy.
One.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with getting a bit of table time, just settling in and just experiencing all this, of course, for the first time. You'll have heard plenty about it from people. But he is playing for the for snookers. He's not just trying to clear the table. Just taking a bit of the sting out of things, maybe. Pang, the 224th player to play at the Crucible. If we get a spare moment, Joe will name the other 223.
It's amazing that, though, isn't it? So many players experiencing what it's like to play at the Crucible. Every snooker player's dream.
Yes, if you're here, you're showing everybody that you are a snooker professional. There's a lot of matches you'll play if you low down the rankings, where you're on, table 4, out the way. No one really knows what you're doing. But if you're at the Crucible, then it's a showcase for you to show everyone what you can do. Pang is still relatively early in his career. He's only turned pro 2020. He's 35 in the rankings. That's his highest ever position.
Yeah, and he's only 23 as well, isn't he?
you won't see many frames won from this position. I mean, O'Sullivan, of course, game's greatest break builder, but tactically as well, very astute. They'd have to be miraculous snookers, really. Once in a blue moon stuff, this.
Yeah, he's playing on, I think, just really to get the feel of the table and the feel of the surroundings. I don't think he's got any hopes of winning. He's just trying to keep O'Sullivan quiet. This used to happen a long time ago, but that red going in off the green is put paid to this frame now. It was paid before, but I'm sure Pang will concede if he gets a chance to.
Early observation, O'Sullivan seems both relaxed and focused at the same time. We saw this last year, actually.
9.
Little switch of hands. Frame was long since won anyway. Pang stays in his chair this time. So O'Sullivan firmly on top in the early stages of this match. On day one at the Crucible, he leads by 3 frames to 0.
Responding to some voice notes of some people that have sent me messages.
Hi Ronnie, Chris from here.
Hi Ronnie, it's Ailsa McColgan here.
It's Raymond Van Barneveld here. Hi
Oh,
Ron.
Raymond.
Yes, Ronnie the Rocky, what's happening, mate? It's Rio here. Outside the world of snooker, which other athlete inspires you?
Obviously individual sport, so big one for me obviously was Federer, now it's Djokovic. In football, obviously, I'd have to say Messi. I think he's just the governor.
Now, if you scan this QR code, you can access more features from our coverage of the World Snooker Championship. So scan that code and access to plenty more with Ronnie O'Sullivan and all the other players here as well. To start frame 4, the last before the first interval. That WST Classic that he got to the final of, it replaced the tournament in Turkey. The Turkish Masters was called off. It was played in Leicester. But he had some good wins along the way. He beat, for example, Si Jarwi, who's qualified. Jimmy White. He beat Oliver Lyons. Gary Wilson 5-4 in the semis. Mark Selby beat him 6-2 in the final with 3 centuries. But he played some good stuff and just served notice that he could be a handful.
Well, that wasn't very far away, but that kiss may have left this red on to the left corner. Well, the red above the black will certainly go, but he feels it's too risky. Tough shot. It's going to be on the black if it goes in. Another good one. Just overrun a little bit further than he wanted. But he could play this black in such a way to block the pocket if he misses it. He's overcut it. He's blocked the pocket though.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 1.
And that is a let-off. Bang Yui. That's more like it. Confidently struck, played in such a way that he wasn't leaving anything on, but it was going to be on the black if it went in. And that could have something to do with playing on in the last frame.
Yeah, it's almost like he gave himself a breather. Let's just take the sting out of things,
8.
try and relax a bit, play a few shots, and be ready for frame 4. Obviously, he's just played 2 best of 19s in the week to qualify, so obviously different environment, but the same length of match. And they did twist and turn as well. He was 4-0 down to Ken, as we've said. The next match against Junxu, he was 4 each, involved in a struggle, but won 10-5. I think he's made of stern stuff, actually, Pang, for such a young man.
Yeah, it's easy to say this, but he's got to forget where he is and play his natural game. And he's proved himself already.
17.
As I say, very easy to say. But he knows he's a good player. He knows how good he is. Got to get O'Sullivan out of his mind. Again, hard to do. Just overrun. Put everything into the pink, and rightfully so. All the spots taken. So the pink going as close to its spot as it can. Without touching.
Thank you. 23.
Well, that was a very attacking shot to play.
Junxu.
And he
20.
may have got away with that. And that's what he needs, a little bit of luck when he misses.
Put your phone down, please.
Brendan has spotted someone with a phone in hand. Of course, they're testing that new emergency system, aren't they? A week tomorrow, where everyone's smartphone is going to receive a sort of siren, and that's going to happen during play. So I'd be interested to see how that affects things. 3 o'clock next Sunday.
The safety hit much too thick, and he could have left something easier. Sullivan just looking to see if this red will pass the black. Well, That's very tight, isn't it? Excellent safety again. Don't think the red went. He didn't play to pot the red. You can always tell that where the cue balls landed.
Thank you.
Had he played the pot, he'd have been on a colour. He'll be happy with that. Covered in the red, that's closest to the pocket. Big frame this for Pang. Ronnie knows if he can win this one, he's tightening the screw.
Foul. Nice.
Yeah,
Pang
this
Junxu.
red always looks difficult to hit because the cue ball looks to be drifting slightly.
Back.
Yeah, of course, the legs of the tables are on, they call them acroprops. They're basically sort of stilts underneath the stage. It's quite hard. It's a difficult venue, actually, for the table fitters.
Thank you.
Had to get so close to that middle pocket, but he's managed it.
Touching ball.
Touching ball, so back where it was wouldn't be a bad shot. Yeah, that's quite a good shot, actually, because the red that's closest to the middle pocket is stopping Ronnie just rolling up to this red over the pocket.